Hey, everybody. We are going live with Offers Extravaganza. Woohoo! So please join me in the Zoom room. Hold on 1 minute. Let me stop this sound. Extravaganza. Woohoo! So please join. Okay, there we go. So I see we are live in Facebook. You guys are welcome to come in, and I will be putting that link in the comments here. Again, I also have it in the group. If you have to watch from the group, that's fine. No problem. But just know I always love it when you join me. And Julianne, we have you. Hey!
Hi.
Okay, hold on. I'm just putting the number in here again. See if anybody else would like to hop on with us. It is so much more fun when we've got people in the room, in the Zoom room. I think it's fun. And now we know why too, because of human design, right? Some people don't need this, but I just love your juice. I love people participating. Hey, Erica. Hi. So if you're in the group just watching, that's fine too. I can see your comments. And there's just a little slight time delay, but that's okay. So this time I'm going to hit record because I know sometimes I forget to. And welcome to Offers Extravaganza. Did you guys like that name? How was that name? Did it sound motivating? It's like, I'll tell you, while we give people a little chance to get in here, where this comes from is the fact that I talk to people. In fact, I was just talking to someone today, and they tell me these amazing things they're doing. You know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I've got a group, or I talk to people. I've got whatever you got going on. And I say, that's fantastic. And so, you know, how are you making money with that? And a lot of times they're like, oh, I haven't made any money yet. I'm just waiting. You know, I'm waiting. It's coming, kind of thing, right? I'm like, okay, what are your offers? Well, I don't have any offers yet. So it's kind of like, we need offers. People, you have to have offers. If you don't have a method to, you know, something that you're giving, you're not going to get, even with all the knowledge in your head, even with all the wonderful things you can do. Look at me. Can you hear me, Julian? I just realized.
Yes, I can hear.
As we're getting it all together here, you guys, I have posted the link in the group. You are welcome to join me. And I would love for you to. I know we had a few people here earlier because I did a fake start at noon. I was too excited about this. But if you're in the group and I'm watching like Erica is, that's fine too. What I ask is that you guys comment as we go along. That helps me know if it's working for you, if this information sounds relevant to you. Or if you have a question. That's what I'm saying. Break in real time. Either comment if you're not in the Zoom room with me, or Julian, like, just ask me while we're talking. Like, it's a conversation. Don't feel like you are interrupting a presentation. I'm going to give you guys 120. Here comes Lynn. I'm going to give you 120 different offers. Okay. And there may be more that I just didn't think of yet. So if you've got offers you want to share with the community here, throw them in. Hey, Lynn. How you doing? Hi.
Hi. Do you hear me?
I do. I hear you.
Okay. Thanks. I might have to, you know, I have somebody coming. I have to do something, so I might have to run and come back. But I'm just
not a problem.
Nice to see you.
Not a problem. Nice to see you too.
Thanks.
So I know that we had set this up for 1 o'clock, so to be mindful, I'm going to start. I will say that we're going to end this at 2 o'clock. Even if I don't get through 120 of them, I think I will. I'm going to sit here and try. But the point is to get us started on this so that you guys can start making a list or writing down the ones that interest you. If they don't interest you, don't do them. Okay. If this sounds like, oh, I don't want to do that, then that's a huge indication it's not for you. It's not for your energy. If you just feel afraid, like, oh, that sounds fun, but like, I don't know how to do it. That's one I want you to write down and maybe put a star by, and we could talk it out. Like, Jenny, how can I let it be easier on me? How could I, or I don't even, that sounds like so much fun. I don't even know how to do that, because a lot of these things I've actually learned how to do. And it may help me make a new offer for you even, right? Like, oh, I can teach that or something. I give a lot of information away for free though. And this is one of those things that I really think would be the most helpful when I have these conversations with people. If you guys don't have a full product suite or, offerings that you can just pull out of your pocket and be making lots of money, we're entrepreneurs. This is what we're doing. So, even if you're a coach or in any service business, what do you guys do anyway? Write that in the comments too. I'd love to know exactly what is your, what do you call yourself? What is your title? Some people have a side hustle where their offers that they do like this are not their full-time job, which is also okay. Looks like I've got, okay, messages coming in. We'll read those afterwards. So, but if you're here, I'd love to see you say hi in the comments. And I'm going to go ahead and start down here. So I love me and I know how to do this. Okay, here we go. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this link. I'm going to give you guys, hey Tim, how you doing? I'm putting in the comments. This is an offer. This is one of my new offers. Oh, will it let me do it? It won't let me do it. Dude, how can I do this? Because this is a free offer I'm making you guys. All right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to write, I'm putting a dot in it. I think that will post. So what you guys would do is take that link. See how it says it's an error? Do you see that, Jillian, in the comments? Did that show up for you?
It doesn't show up in Zoom, but I have to go check in Facebook Live.
Or maybe Tim or Beck or Erica, you guys could tell me if you see it. Because all you would do then is take the space out. I put a Jenny Friedman 2. It's an error. Okay, it's not actually an error. Take that link and just get rid of the space that I made between the dot and the system. Just get rid of the space because they're not letting you post that because it takes you off Facebook. They don't like you to put links that take you off Facebook. But if you go in there and you can sign up for, in 2 weeks, we're going to have activate your wealth codes. And it's going to be a little different this time than last time. So even if you saw it last time, you might want to see it again. If you're in Woo Woo that works, don't worry about it. You're covered. You don't really have to do that. But if you signed up for Activate Your Wealth Codes, you didn't actually go to Activate Your Wealth Codes or didn't go through the training, sign up for that. It's free. That's my offer. So not all offers are paid offers, but onto offers for you. Okay. So the first one, and I'm doing these in alphabetical order, and there's a reason why, because this way, if you come up with one that you want me to add to the list, you can give it to me and I can plop it in, or, you can keep track of where you are as far as writing them down. So I'm going to name off the first few here. There's accountability, okay? An accountability program. You can offer people some form of accountability, whether it's through Messenger, or you can have a place where they check in. You can give them templates that keep them accountable. You can have them, somehow communication, Telegram. I have a Telegram group. In fact, I have the Evil Genius Mastermind group that is really kind of an accountability group. It's amazing. So accountability. There's also affiliate programs. You may have a program and you're always just trying to get people to join your program. What if you did an affiliate program and had other people try to sell people into your program so that you're not having to do all the work of trying to find new people all the time? Hey, Jen. So an app, right? You can actually devise an app for yourself. There's different software programs out there where you can create your own app, label it, brand it with your business, and you can get people you can make money while you're sleeping with people paying for an app, right? You can do an assessment. What kind of assessment could you create for your business that gets people to see if they're maybe an ideal client for you, right? Or maybe it's an assessment like the Tony Robbins DISC assessment is a really good example of you go through and you discover these things about yourself, and you could actually teach or train into that information, right? That's a beautiful offer. Also, I know I use what's called, Now, 16 hats, no, 16. Now, I can't think of the name when it's on demand, but there's personality tests. You could make an offer using that kind of, assessment. There's audios. You can make audios and sell the audios. You can have audio packages where you actually create, just like Voxer. You could have a Voxer channel and you could tell people, listen, for $500 for a 3-month Voxer support. And on Voxer, it could be support or it could be literally information. On my Evil Genius Evil Genius Mastermind, it's a Telegram channel. And I'm delivering Monday through Thursday, right? It's not even every day. So you can make this be whatever you want it to be. It could be once a week. You could do a Voxer, you could do Telegram, you could do an Instagram private group, right? So it's just on audio. So you don't even have to worry about getting all camera ready, right? You could create an award. There's people that actually literally make awards that you could make that an offer. So you're not selling the award, but you're saying, for example, I'm giving a Galactic Genius Award this month. This is the criteria, and you have to get friends to go, maybe you make it be something where you get people to sponsor you. Whoever raises this amount of money, goes to charity or wherever it goes, maybe a piece for you, or maybe you make a 50-50 contest out of it. If everybody went out and got 10 people to support them and each person paid $20, and then we all come together, and then whoever raised the most amount of money wins. And the other person, the first place winner, could win half of that money. So it becomes like a 50-50 contest where 50 goes to you for running the thing, 50 goes to, the person who raised the most money. And you've got all these people that are going out promoting themselves. What a brilliant, look, I'm up for an award. So the thing that you're doing, is the award. That's your offer, right? And that's how you monetize an award. And you could even play on that and make it something else. So that's how it came to me. Behind the scenes session. How many times have you done something or seen someone do something? You're like, I would love to be a fly on the wall. Or someone said, I'd love to be a fly on the wall when I see you, to just watch you do that. Let them watch you do it. Record yourself doing something where you're nitty gritty. These are the dirty details no one wants to share with you. This is behind the scenes stuff. And you could even show, conversations you're having with people that get ugly. I don't know what you do for a living, but sharing that secret knowledge is huge. People will pay for that. Book, right? Write a book. I have a book, and I'm telling you now, it does not make you a ton of money, but it does give you, authority, exposure. It gives you some money. And also you could also, do an Amazon affiliate program where you're sharing your book and sharing the links, and other people are selling your book for you, right? So a book is a good idea, or booklet, right? Book a call session. Now, I have a funny take on this, because to me, book a call sessions have their day. And you've heard them clarity calls. And if you're someone who offers clarity calls, I really hope you charge for that, because a free clarity call is how it used to go. Oh, offer a free clarity call so people can know you. No one wants that anymore. Okay. Nobody's up at 3 a.m. going, oh my God, if only I had some clarity around this. No, they got clarity. They got the clarity. They know their problem. You just don't know their problem or how to help you. So if you're charging someone, hey, book a clarity call, you can even make it $25. $25 for, an insight session or some kind of, book a session with me for $25, and I will make it $5. It doesn't even matter, whatever you want. You can decide your price, you can decide your time, but people will put a value on that, and they're going to want that because it's basically time with you, right? People want time with you. Then a boot camp, all right? This takes a little more effort. This is something that takes a little more, I would say, organization. There's definitely steps to that. It's not for the faint of heart, because it's a demanding schedule, and you're going to be putting people through processes. But whatever your body of knowledge is, or whatever, have a boot camp where they just do a part of it even, let's say I was having a book writing boot camp. They're probably not going to finish the whole book, right? But they're going to maybe start, have an outline, have a foundation to how they're going to create their book. And that, you know, at the end of 5 days, you're going to have X, right? You're going to have a part of whatever it is that they want. And then maybe you, after that offer, that boot camp could be a $37 thing, a $27 thing, a $50 thing. And then if they want the rest of the process, then they can pay you hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, for the rest of the process that they maybe you do private sessions for, or some other, you know, group program or something. So boot camps are fabulous, but charge for them. Don't make them free. When they're free, people don't show up, right? Because it's like, think of it this way: people think free, oh, no money, it's not worth anything. It's worth a lot, especially, I know I've done boot camps. They're like a lot to put on, and it's worth your time and energy. You're getting for a low price, right? You don't want to make, I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. It'd be interesting to see somebody run a $199 boot camp. I wonder what that will look like. But like, maybe that's what you do, right? So there's also breakout sessions, okay? If you've got a group and you go in and you're talking to your group and they're a free group, you could pay for, I thought about doing this even in my group in the Expanding Business with Ease, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I read tarot. And, you know, it's not something I do full time. It's definitely something I enjoy. And I was thinking I could do like breakout sessions in the group, because the groups on Facebook have those rooms. And for like, you know, $20, people could like join the room. Maybe on Wednesdays, I have a breakout room for $20. You can come in on Wednesdays and you can get a reading. I don't know. This could look any way to you. It doesn't have to be a reading. It could be anything you do. It could be anything that you like to talk about. I know I also, I'm weird. I love aliens. Like, I could see me having a breakout room where I charge people to come and we're just going to talk about aliens. I mean, so it's, think of what you love. Think about what you want to talk about, what you want to share, and people will join that for not tons of money, but just, and then you're having fun, and who knows what comes from that, right? You could write a movie after that. We could be talking about aliens, and all of a sudden someone goes, I'm a screenwriter, and now we go make $1 million being the next Star Wars, right? So you have to just think potential here. Think offers lead to more expansive opportunities of connection with people, all right? A budget is a fantastic tool that you can sell as, you know, maybe if, let's say that it's, if I'm teaching yoga, I might actually create a budget for yoga. See, that really throws people for a loop, because they're thinking, well, I already know the steps to yoga and how to do yoga. I talk about retreats. Yeah, but do you do a budget? What does life look like monetarily when you want to be a yogi, right? Maybe you write it out for people, and it could be whatever you do, right? You're just saying, okay, this is my life, or what I do as a whatever, and this is the budget I stick within so that I can make money. Now you've made something novel and interesting and helpful, and you can charge for that. Okay. Now, do we have any questions yet? Are people writing these down? Who loves offers? You guys love offers? Yes, I see some nodding heads. Okay, calendar. Write out a calendar for people. If what you do is, like Jillian, what do you do?
So I work as a healer.
So you're a healer. What does that look like in a other healers might like to see a calendar of events. Like what's your life look like? Write out a calendar, have them have a space for them to write out their schedule. And you know, you could call it the ideal healer calendar. People can be like, what is that? I don't have that. So you want to have unique offers, guys. Make them tailor-made to you, but make them unique and fun, because people are interested in that. Like, that's why I said, if I heard one more person say clarity call, I want to just rip my face off my face, because I'm like, no, right? Think of unique, original things. Offer a bullet coaching thing, right? It could be bullet coaching where laser coaching, where that you come in with one problem, bam, I help you with one problem, done, and you leave. So it's not booking big sessions, hour-long packages or hundreds of dollars. This is where you show up, we solve your problem within 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, gone, right? Then there is Bundle, create a bundle of your stuff. Maybe you have where you've got a journal and you have a calendar and a budget. You put it all together in a bundle and call it the blah, 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 and sell that, right? The bundle of magnificence, right? What would it take to take some of your, maybe you do have offers, but they're stale. Bundle them up and sell the bundle as a fun thing, right? And the bundle could be pretty expensive. Yes, Lynn.
Oh, thanks. This is sort of just a little question. You know, the what do you call it? Print on demand. It's a fly over here. Print on demand stuff. Is that like, you know, I mean, I don't know if that really works much for anybody. You know, is that just like, it does?
No, you can print
I
on
mean,
I love
do people
like
buy that
Zazzle.
stuff?
If you're selling it, no, people will not go to Zazzle and look it up and find it. But if you've got a link to something that you've set up, like I have a calendar, it's called Creator Calendar, because I think we're all creators of our own world, right? And I made this calendar. And yes, it's print on demand. People go to Zazzle and they look up Creator Calendar, and like it's already October, so I'm pretty sure that's either like $2 or something. But like in the beginning of the year, for $25, I was selling a calendar.
But
can
people,
sell
do people
mugs.
buy these things?
Of course people buy them, but you got to make them compelling. Like, and
Right.
listen, I'll tell you, you want to know the secret to that? Don't
Yeah.
make it about you. Make it about them.
Right.
Don't be branding yourself like, unless you're like Coca-Cola and everybody knows Coca-Cola.
Right.
Don't be like thinking that your brand is going to be like the cat's meow, because no one's ever
Right.
heard of it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
say that with love. You know,
Yeah.
no one's heard of expand, like, you know, Elevated Entrepreneur is my brand, but like nobody's heard of that. Even the people that love me and work with me haven't heard of it for the most part. It's like, it means
Right.
nothing. But if I wrote something that said something like, you know, let it be easy, I bet I could sell millions of those, because people are like, oh yeah,
That's what I mean. Because
I
like
say that all
I
the
was
time.
right. I was thinking
And,
something like that, but
yeah.
but even with like a t-shirt thing, but you know, I just was wondering if, like, again, when people do this, are they having people buy from them, or is it just like,
okay,
you know, you sell
lots
three
of
and then
people,
that's it?
lots of people are having zero luck with it
Right.
because they're not marketing it correctly. They're not positioning it correctly. They're not making it fun or compelling, or people, you gotta make it desirable. If I sold
Right.
you guys a t-shirt, I guarantee none of you would buy a t-shirt from me. Even if you love me dearly, you're not gonna buy a t-shirt from me. For one,
Why?
I don't, you know, I'm not a t-shirt, that's not my thing. That's not,
Right.
you don't know me. Like maybe a yoga person, an exercise person would sell
Right.
t-shirts.
Right.
Could I sell maybe water containers, calendars, or
Right.
mugs? Maybe. I saw someone a shower curtain. How fun is that?
Oh,
Like it
wow.
had a fun, like something like that is weird. And some of your people might go, oh my gosh, I just love everything about her. I want
Right.
Lynn's crazy ass shower curtain.
Right.
And yes, you would sell it because they're buying you.
But are you going to be sharing any tips about that?
So this is what I was saying when I started, was like, if you have an idea and you put a star by it, like put a star by that. We can
Okay.
talk about that later, because I do know some things about that. Maybe I'll make a mentor class about it.
Okay, thank you.
Or maybe I'll make a boot camp about it, where how to do this, right? Because I've done it.
Okay,
You see what I'm
thank you.
saying? Yeah. Guys, realize this is meta. I'm literally giving you an offer, which is attend this this event, and get the offers, get all these ideas for free. But here you are watching this. This is actually an offer of mine. This is how you do it. I already shared a link with you guys. I'd love for you to do. But in the meanwhile, we're having fun giving you guys free stuff that you can go use in your own world, right? And it may lead to more ideas for how I might expand my own business, but I really want you to do this for you. I can't tell you how many people I say, so what are you doing for money? And they're like, well, I'm working this other job till I make money, because I haven't made any money yet as a coach. Well, what are your offers? Oh, I don't really have any offers.
Exactly. That's me, and that's why I'm here.
Yes. So you came. See, yes, exactly. You want this. You want offers. I want you to have offers. It's also fun to create offers, you know. Here's another one. Case studies, guys. Create case studies. Anyone that you've ever used as your, like I call them guinea pigs, your clients, whether they were paying clients, guinea pig clients, make a case study out of it and sell your case studies, because other people, think of it like a ladder, right? And you're like up here, and people who've never even done what you've done are down below you. You can hand them that information. You know what? Here's a case study on everything, how it went with my, the past 5 clients I had when I offered X. And that's valuable information, and people might pay. I don't know what they would pay. You have to play around with it. They could pay $5, they could pay 500. It depends on how valuable the information is. And you have to practice trying those things before you know what it would be for you, right? Again, it's kind of like that secret information. People want the behind the scenes information. So a case study is kind of like that. You can make a challenge. Think about what you could do that people can actually work on part way of some product or something. That's the challenge. We're going to get together and we're going to create this thing, and you can make it a paid challenge. I personally recommend paid challenges. I would not make them long. 5-day challenges are rough nowadays because people are a little challenged out, I think. But you can do a 2 or 3-day challenge and monetize it. Make it $27, $37. Every time I do Money Quest is a 5-day challenge. Money Quest is $27. But you know what else it is? It's in my funnel of things. It's an offer that gets people to then get to know me and get to know some of this wooey information I share, right? So challenges are great, and I would keep them kind of low ticket and accessible and just have fun with it, all right? So chapters, if you write a book or if you have any kind of anything that has a chapter to it, sell the chapter. You don't have to sell the whole book. You just sell the chapter and tell them if they like this chapter, then the book could be free as a lead-in magnet, or the book could be for sale. You can do this either way. Okay, so now we get to chat groups. I told you a little bit about, so you could call it a chat group where people might have, and they have on Facebook now, full-on chat groups where, by like this had a chat group in it. This whole offers Extravaganza has a chat group. I didn't really use it as a chat group, especially, but people could have. But it's communication with you. Charge for that. You could say I have a very private chat group, that's just it's a channel to me, and that's worth X amount per month or X amount per year, however you want to model that. Cheat sheets. People love cheat sheets. Again, people love secret information. Give people the lowdown. I mean, that's really what my Woo Woo That Works course isn't a cheat sheet, but it's like a cheat, because instead of going and learning human design for a year and a half or 5 years, I'm really, to cheers here. You can teach something in abbreviated steps, right? You know what? If you do this stuff, you kind of skip ahead of the line. You don't have to invest all the time. Here's something without taking the full lessons, you can learn the highlights from it, right? Checklists. People love checklists. People love to be told, do this, then this, then this, then this, right? So you're giving them step by step by step. Sell the checklist. Don't just write it out for free and hope that you see these people again one day. Sell the checklist. Make it a really great name, high value name. The checklist to your first million. People would buy that because they'd be like, I want 1 million. What are the steps, right? So a club, sell a club, make an offer for a club where people can join you and make fun things happen in the club, right? I mean, again, people want to go where there's fun. People like to learn, but more than anything, they want to learn. Like while they're having fun, they learn easier. And so you can make it kind of a learning club, but they don't even know it. Hey, Eileen, greetings from North Carolina this week. Excellent. Happy you're here. Oh, from Dallas. Cherries in Dallas. Okay. So coaching one-on-one. That's, that's what I do a lot. Always was one-on-one coaching. So you're offering your time for money, basically. But you have to understand that you're not really offering an hour for X amount. I've, got my degree in psychology and I'm a certified professional coach, and all those programs and degrees and licenses that you acquire along the way, they cost you money to get them. And so when you're charging, you're not charging for, minimum wage here, or some kind of like, oh, I'm worth $25 an hour or $50 an hour. You're paying for a body of knowledge. So you want your people are paying for what you know. So just like speakers go up on a stage and deliver a talk and they get paid $10,000, that's not $10,000 an hour or 45 minutes. That's $10,000 for all the body of knowledge they have. So when you show up to a one-on-one session, you're bringing all your body of knowledge with you. Price accordingly. My rate is $225 for an hour if I go by hour. Is that because I'm that much more than minimum wage? No, it's because I'm taking into account my professional experience and everything I'm bringing to the table. So you want to price yourself accordingly. And I'll tell you, don't go under $80. Even if you're brand new, starting one-on-one work, I would say that's a really good measure. $80, $75, $80 is the minimum. Coaching group. You can do a coaching group. Obviously, that can be anywhere. That can be hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. There's people that pay $60,000, $100,000 to belong to special certain coaching groups. So the money is in there. Hey, May, nice to see you. So it's okay if you don't have high prices for your group. Maybe it's $150 a month to be in the group. But again, have activities for the group members that are looking through this point of view that you offer the table. Like what's your expertise, what you want to have them do, and if you know what they want, what are steps that you guys can do together as a group. Certificates. You can actually sell certification programs. If you've got a special framework, like it's, I'm already developing another framework, but I have my Level Up Lighten Up is actually a framework I developed in consciousness training. So that framework is valuable. You can teach a certification program. Here's my framework. Now that you've learned my framework, why don't you become certified in it? I'll teach you how to teach other people. And now you can take that framework and go sell it yourself, right? So the money I would make is on certifying someone to go through certain steps or whatever. And then they could take that knowledge and go out and do that. That's all anybody's ever done with human design. That's why I say certified program, because there is no governing body of human design. It's like coaches that heard about it and said, oh, I can teach this. And they called it their own thing, like quantum human design. And they certify people in quantum human design. She doesn't have, with ICF, that's the coaching body that certified me. That's where you start going into a governing body that actually puts you through all these rigors to come out certified. There isn't one yet in human design or astrology. People learn astrology, their own astrology programs. They make up their own programs. If you want to be certified in astrology, there's not a governing body of astrology. You can just go to a coach who's created their own program and they're going to teach you that. And now you have a framework. So the framework can be something you make up on your own. It can be an adoptive framework. It could be an adapted framework that you took kind of pieces from and made your own framework. So, it's a certificate in what you do is genius. That's a genius, because now you're actually teaching people how to fish and make more money, and they're going to love you for it. They're going to keep coming back and working with you because now you've just helped them feed their families, right? So certification program, right? So certificate you can sell, certification program you can sell, a co-host opportunity. If you have a podcast or YouTube channel, or if you're on Fireside or anywhere where you're making, it could even be on lives on Facebook. It can be lives on Instagram where you come on and you're giving a show, right? Well, you could actually have people, let's say if I wanted to have another coach come and be on with me, they could pay me $50 to be in front of my audience and be the co-host. So I'm selling a co-host opportunity with my already existing network. If you're someone who has a group and you're not making any money, that's an easy one right there. Have people pay you for that access to your audience, right? That's your cultivated group. You have an offer for someone to come in and pay you for that time, right? To be that opportunity to host in front of your people. You can also do co-creation sessions, right? Where maybe you're doing something with someone to create something and you charge for that. That's an offer, right? Where we'll do this together and they're going to end up with a product or service, and that's valuable. They'll pay you for that. Some of it may be training, some of it may be accountability, some of it may be just hand holding the process. It's whatever you do. You gotta think, how does this relate to me and what I do, right? Co-working sessions. I do those, I call them body doubles. But co-working sessions are when people actually pay you to be there while they're doing something, and it could be unrelated to you. How many people do you know that just say, I never have any time for this? Well, if you show up to my co-working session on Wednesday from noon to 1, you're gonna have time. People will do that. They'll pay to show up to a co-working session, and they're going to be working on their taxes or folding their laundry, whatever they're doing. Who do they care? You're not actually doing anything but providing that space for them to show up, and you're there, so they now know, someone knows they're supposed to be doing something. So it works on a psychological level. Like, oh, Jenny knows, like, I paid her actually to be here. I better get busy doing this thing, right? And you can also name those fun things. I call them body doubles, but you can name them whatever. You also can create your own conference. Let's say that, like, I know, like, I love Brian Scott, right? I love him so much. He's the host and creator of Reality Revolution. If you go on YouTube or you go on Facebook, look up Reality Revolution. I share that with my clients all the time. All of the episodes are like, they're all winners, right? But what he did was make a reality con. He made his own conference and called it Reality Con, because he's Reality Revolution. Well, I signed up and went to Reality Con. Because it sounded like, oh my gosh, how fun is that? Right? And if I were to do it, making this up, I'm not saying I am yet, but let's just say if I was going to do it with Expanding Business with Ease, I might call it Expansion Con. Something, right? Where people go, oh wow, I could go and for an expansion opportunity to meet other people, because you're going to be selling tickets to this conference, right? It can be a virtual conference, it could be in-person conference, and have your own .com. Not com with an M, but with an N, con. Contest, have a contest, make people pay for the contest. Have an offer where people actually pay you to be in the contest. And then make it really relevant and fun for them. We just came off, and I'm going to announce right before 2:00, the winner of the glow up party that we just had. Glow up marketing party was for you to go and improve your marketing. And the way that I gave you these glow up tasks was you earned them by inviting people to my group. So that's like a referral, right? You went and referred a friend, and I rewarded you with something that you had to go and do and get points for. Well, what if instead you charged people for that, right? People would say, oh, I really want this information from you, Jenny. I'll pay $10 to be in your contest. Maybe I'd make it a 50-50, where at the end, the prize would be half the money brought in through the contest or something. I love 50-50s, if you can't tell. I think they're so fun. They're like an everybody wins kind of a thing. Anyway, coupons. You guys can actually sell coupons. Oh, you're trying to get back on Zoom? Lynn, I'm here, and you can just come in, because I can hit admit. I'm watching, so you're more than. I don't see your ask yet. So just come in whenever you can. I'm here. I can let you in. So basically, where were we? Coupons. So you can create a coupon and you could sell the coupon. You know how people sell coupon books, right? You can make a whole book of coupons that are good for your products or services, or maybe complementary products and services, or maybe you work together with another person who does something like you or with you, and you make up coupons and you sell the book of coupons for like $25. But they're going to be getting like $1,000 worth of value through the coupons. People will pay $25 to, save $1,000 if it's something that you make relevant for them, right? Digital downloads. You can make things in a PDF, just information that people will pay you for. Oh, the link is, oh, you know what it is? Here, Lynn, I know what it is. You're probably looking at the old link I must have had posted. So it's here. I'm putting it right here in the comments. And anybody who's coming on now, you're welcome to join us. 5 J 01695. There you go. There's the link again. Just come on Zoom. So yeah, that's it. Digital downloads are a PDF of any valuable information that you might have that you could share. And people will pay, depending on what the information is, people will pay just for a digital download. You don't even have to spend any time with them. You can even have that running on autopilot. That could be on your website saying for this digital download. And it could be a meditation even. You could have meditations that are so valuable. People are like, yeah, I'll pay $22 or $11.11 or $100 and $111 for the magic meditation, right? People will do that. I know, because I do that. I'm a client of people that do that, right? I pay for stuff all the time. Hey, Lawanda, nice to see you. So don't think, oh, that's not worth anything. Everything you do is worth something if you decide it is. And then it's up to the people to decide if they think it is or not. You don't decide for them. You put out offers, right? This is what I'm doing. So a done for you service, a DFY, right? What can you do that people just can't do? And they're like, oh my God, I can't wrap my head around that. But if you would do it for me, I'll pay you $200, right? People will pay you money to do, they'll pay you thousands of dollars. In fact, it's ironic that Lawanda, you just came in here. You have a service, in fact, that people pay you probably thousands of dollars to do it for them with your website stuff, right? Because they just look like, I can't be bothered. I can't learn all this. I mean, trust me, when I learned WordPress, I cried and cried for months and months. Should have known you back then. Anyway, it was hard. Let's go on. So you got to think about what you can, and it doesn't have to be something as tricky as websites, guys. Done for you service could be, I will do the crochet for you. I will do the t-shirt quilting. I'll make the quilt for you. I literally had a woman who was teaching how to do the t-shirt quilt. And I was like, can I just pay you to make one? I'll pay you the $300. Here you go. Just please make it for me. I cannot be bothered. And I mean, anyone who loves to do that, great. I just don't have the skill set or the patience to do that. So email access, very much like Voxer and voice chat, do support or something on email. You can even call it something like, the whatever magical, world of email support. You call it anything you want, but something compelling where people go, you know what? If I feel stuck, I can just email. I have a free, maybe you make a free month if for every 6 months of email support you sell. So, they pay $500 for 6 months of email support, and maybe you give them 7 months. Well, that's just typing an email every once in a while. You don't have to put on your face for that. And it's probably something you're a master at, so it's not that big of a deal for you, right? Excursions. You guys can actually have an offer that is an excursion for people. Like, I love the thought of an excursion where it could even be a virtual excursion where go into your main nearest city, take pictures and come back to the group and share them. And we could all have a travel log or something. I just totally made that up. But you see what I'm saying? You just think of where people could go, and then they're paying you for what? The adventure. They're paying to meet with you. Maybe you have an excursion to New York City where you meet Jenny because she's gonna, and I get you guys all kinds of deals or whatever, and we go meet and have fun, right? So that's another, an exhibit, right? Maybe you make something where you show it off and you charge admission to your exhibit. Maybe you're an artist. Or maybe you can make it an online exhibit where somehow you go in Pinterest. Maybe you have a private Pinterest board and you only give people some access. Let's say I'll give private access to this private Pinterest board, and we'll do it on a Zoom meeting, and hey, how you doing, Jerry? Nice to see you.
Same here.
I'm just gonna mute you there for if you want to say something, unmute and talk. Facebook group. You guys can charge for your Facebook groups. I know my Facebook group is free, but there's a lot of people that will charge for Facebook group access to do things in it. Like for some people, like in what I do, people will actually charge money for VIP access, they call it, so that you can post. You know, you could even just charge for the group though, just to belong in my presence, because you're putting a value on what you're offering. And don't be fooled. It's not just your information. People pay you for your energy. Yes, Lynn. Just unmute.
Hi,
Yep.
thank you. What about I've had this I've had a Law of Attraction book club for 3.5 years, free,
Yeah.
online, and I mean, I don't know if I should do something with that, if that's a possibility, or like put it
I
with.
think that sounds
Oh,
amazing. Who in here would think that it would be fun to have a law of attraction group somehow, that you might pay for some access and get actual professional help from law of attraction? I do.
yeah,
Like that
or
sounds.
maybe that's something that, like, you're talking about. You're talking about Facebook groups that are paid for. Is that something, as an example? Because I know this.
Yeah.
This isn't just about me. I'm just saying in general. Like, is that something that, like, you would have a special thing in the group?
Yes.
So
So
you know.
I actually have a Facebook group that's tied to my high ticket item. You know, that Level Up Lighten Up program, which is going to $3,000 in January. Right now, it's under $3,000, but come next year, it's
Yeah.
going up. But that is a private group. No one can find it. It's not even
Right.
listed. It's private. The only way you're in there is you pay me money. But the thing is, in there is where I post like real proprietary information with my
Right. So that's
programs and
connected
services. So it's connected to me.
a main program. It's connected to one main.
It's connected to a main program,
Yeah.
but you don't have to. It doesn't have to be. The program could be just what you post in the group. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I figured that out after I did it. I didn't do it intentionally that way, but that's what ended up happening, because the
Wonderful.
groups nowadays have guides.
Oh,
So
they
your
do.
guides, so your guides can be information. So it becomes a program.
Oh,
You know,
guides is a okay. Yeah.
where
Thank
you're
you.
actually taking people, right? So, but you make that be private with member only access, right? And the members have to pay you for that Facebook group. Or you could do a VIP service where you say, within my group, within my free group, you can join my free group, but if you pay me X amount every month, then you can advertise yourself, or you can go and do lives, or you could do training sessions, or you could do, you know, how we were talking about case studies, go live and share a case study, and people be, you have my audience, you see, so you're leveraging your existing audience. You also could do fractal C-suite services. Some of you, I know, are really in that, you have a foot in that professional world. You may come from a CEO background or an accountant background or something where you can help people with logistics or planning, or something that solopreneurs are not naturally good at everything just because they have to do everything, right? So you sell a fractal service like that, you say, hey, I am not good with the books, but I'll pay you to be my CFO. It doesn't mean that they work with you every day. It just means it's like an a la carte service. And so it's like a fractal CFO service or CEO service or secretary service or VA service, something like that, where they're on your team, but you only meet with them maybe once a month or quarter. But that's valuable. You can charge people for that, lots of money for that, especially if you're in the financial planning areas where they have to fill out tax forms and stuff like that, and you get them prepared for that. You don't do that for them. You just get them prepared to do that. That's a service that's an offer that you can make a lot of money for. You also could be like, even this could work for maybe not C-suite, but I just thought of it like, you know, having an organization, and you could be their coach on hand, you know, where you talk to employees, and that could be a service you offer. It's a great offer to go to small companies, big companies, and be whatever your specialty is. Even Lynn, law of attraction. Hey, you know what? You want more sales? Like, go to a car, I'm making this up, but like you go to Buick and you say, listen, I help people with law of attraction, and all your salespeople, they need to understand how to manifest. They're getting in the weeds worrying about sales. I got to bring them up out of that. And you can pay me on demand, you could, you could pay me for classes. I show up and do classes, or you could just say they have access to me twice a week. I could do coaching with the people, but that's an offer that comes from being that senior information person, right? Get it done day. How many times can you like offer a get it done session where kind of like the body double, but like, we're going to get it done today. You're going to show up and I'm going to make sure you get it done. Some people have no faith they can get it done on their own, but they believe it when you say you're going to be there with them, right? They'll pay for that. Gonna get it done hour, goal trackers, guides, guided meditations, hot seat sessions. You could have people, in fact, this just sounds so fun. I might do this myself. I might have where people could pay me for a hot seat session in our group. And there's something that happens when you're in front of other people where you go, like, I can't explain it, but like there's some real ego disintegration right there. And you got some expansion going on when people are in front of a group of people and having to answer powerful questions. They walk out a changed person and the audience also benefits. And that's valuable. You can offer that. Hybrid coaching groups. I've been giving you guys in all these suggestions a lot of ways you can turn some of these offers that sound like one thing into actually some kind of coaching opportunity. And you want to offer incentives. Not only do you want to, have me pay, maybe you have paid incentives. Maybe if you pay me X amount of dollars, I will then help like motivate you to do things. Well, that's paying for an incentive. Instead of giving free incentives, give paid incentives. Give a bundle of incentives. Like, work these things together. An incubator. I mean, it's kind of the same idea as a get it done session, but maybe it's somewhere where we meet the third Thursday of every month. And as an incubator, we're going to brainstorm and we're going to be like whatever, right? Incubators are where things go to like be nurtured and born. And you could have like just something that, once a month, I would think. You wouldn't even want to have it all that often, maybe even once a quarter. It's super special, super high value, super high price. I would not make an incubator be cheap. That is really one-on-one kind of with a bunch of different people. That's valuable, right? Infographic. You guys can make an infographic and sell it. You can make an infographic showing a workflow to something that you do, and people will pay you for that. Information vaults. You might have a whole bunch of information sitting on your hard drive, and you should go look at that and say, maybe I just make a whole information vault and I give access to my vault. And it could be yearly access to my vault. It could be monthly access to my vault. It could be downright, I just sell it. Maybe I make it all downloadable and you can buy my whole vault for X amount of money. An in-person live event, which is kind of what we were talking about with the excursions, but I like the word excursion better than a live event. And an intensive, again, what maybe we sit and wait on a Saturday from 1 until 5 o'clock, where there's a big, or maybe 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's an intensive. We're going to go and it's just intense and it's a lot of time and you can pay good money for that, right? I'm learning that I probably should call my stuff that because I tend to talk too much. Introduction kits. You can sell an introduction kit. Make a really fun introduction kit, right? To your product suite, to your business, or maybe just to your genre or your niche, right? Where you're saying, you know what, you know nothing about, expanding consciousness. Let me give you, here's an intro kit. And I might have different things in it where people get like a cursory overview and go, oh, wow, now I'm more interested. Now maybe that's how, because, think about this, guys. People need to kind of see and interact with you. They say up to 14 times before they'll buy from you. So everything that you can make, products that are fun and engaging and value driven, it has to offer them something, but you get money for that. You don't be making free because people don't value free, right? They just don't. I mean, overall, how many people heard about this session giving you free offers? Do you guys find this is more valuable than free? Should I have paid for this? Should I have said, everybody pay me $9.99, show up for all these offers? But maybe next time when I do it, you would, because you'd be like, Jenny delivered. That was a lot of offers. And I'm only up to L, and I realize we're at the top of the hour almost, and I want to announce our winner. And hey, Mariette, and I want to announce the winner, but I'm going to give you 10 more really fast. Ready? Lessons, live audits, live challenges, live demos, live teardowns. Take somebody's thing that they're doing and rip it to shreds to let them know, put them out of their misery. This is why this is not working. See how you're doing this, this, and this? Tear it up, right? Listen, that kind of has to go with your personality. You gotta be someone who feels okay, knowing that you're serving their best interest, and they gotta trust you. But it's valuable. It's so valuable to tell people what not to do. See, we've been talking about what they're doing, but you could switch that around and make it a tear down. We need to deconstruct what you're doing. You see how you're doing this? It's all wrong. And you can tell that you say it with love. I say that all the time. My clients are like, I love you to pieces. You know that? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, so you need to stop doing this because this is not serving your highest good. This is not making you're doing this because of something in your brain is holding on to fear. You need to let that go and try this other thing that's geared towards love. Right. So when I explain it that way, it's not tear it down so that you make someone look stupid. All right. We know that, right? Master classes, masterminds, mastermind day. Maybe you work with other people and maybe 3 or 4 people have mastermind day where they go and do in succession, right? And you do it almost like a conference, but masterminds. Meet and greets. That's valuable. You know, people, if you're a networker, meet and greets are fun and valuable for everybody, right? Memberships. We kind of talked about that before. Mentorships. Maybe you actually just take someone on as a mentor instead of a teacher. It is a teaching them, but there's a little different energy there. Mini courses, mixers, modules, open house, newsletters. You can charge for your newsletters. There's people that charge $25 a month for your newsletter. You don't have to have a Patreon account to charge for your content like that. You can just say, sign up for my newsletter, and you're going to get an exclusive private newsletter that does not go out to all my list. It just goes to the people who pay me $25 a month, and you make it extra special for them. A PDF, a plan, a planner, a playlist, points, right? We just had a thing with points, and now I'm going to have to stop. So for the rest of these, I'm going to tell you guys, DM me, and I will put it on a PDF. I'll put it on a pretty PDF, and I will charge everyone $2 to show you how this works. If you want the whole list of offers, I only got to P. I tried to get to all of them, but for $2, you can say, Jenny, send me a link and I will pay you $2 for the whole list. Okay, that's right there. I'm showing you how we do it. I did not actually intend to do that, but I'm like, it just hit me in my mind. I'm like, do that. That's fun. Yeah, because these are all valuable things I would love to see you guys put into play and put into practice. So I want everybody to come off mute here in the Zoom room now. We will talk about, for just the last remaining minute or two here, was this valuable for you? Did you guys enjoy that?
Yes, very good.
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very good. Great
So,
ideas.
Great. So I would love to see you actually go out and make that happen. All right. I also want to congratulate our winner. Oops. Wait, who's got the noise in the background? I'm going to mute whoever has the noise in the background. Sorry about that. But the winner of we had a glow up marketing party where and I'm going to do this again sometime, but you went and invited a friend, and for every friend that actually joined.
Okay, I'm getting it.
What is that?
It's me. I can't mute. No.
Oh, there we go. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. No worries. So for every person that actually became a member, which means they had to show some interest, guys. They had to either fill out the membership questions or they had to add me as a friend or something. I mean, because I don't need people that don't want to be in the group to be in the group. So, you know, when they joined, we gave them a point, plus we gave them a glow up task. And the glow up task, you went and did your glow up task, you got 2 points when you showed me, hey, see, I did it. And so we had 5 or 6 real good contenders here, and it was kind of going like this. And our grand winner is LaWanda. Congratulations. You happen to be here. I'm like, yeah.
Thanks. I didn't.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Points, because you actually went. What did you think of the glow up tasks? Because this is the first time I ever did anything like that.
Yeah, I thought it was good. At first I was like, wait, what? I have to message people. I'm so
I gotta do
nervous,
what?
but yeah. So, but it was good. I liked it. I liked the task. It really helped. It did really help a lot.
Yeah.
So,
So I have 120 tasks like that. So I'm going to run this again, because I think, you know, I was like, I could give each person up to 120. If I had anybody invite that many people, I am prepared. Because there's things to marketing. I've been doing this 9 years. Like, there's a lot of things I know that make move the needle for you in ways that are more ideal than other ways. Again, you need to personalize things and make it work for you, but just, I gave basic stuff like do this and watch it work, you know. So I'm really happy for the people that took advantage of that, doing the tasks. But you won 2,000 I think it was $757 worth of amazing prizes. So I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. I'm excited.
I wish I had a bell. Ding, 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 ding. I will be messaging you with that so that you have the details and all the people. And since you won and you had something in the giveaway, right? We go to second place for your prize. So that goes to Crystal Brotherson, who came in second. And so she gets your giveaway. The thing you were going to give away, you're going to give it to her, but you get all the others.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's why I always let spotlights be in the contest, because you know what? The spotlights are the ones who actually kind of give the most F's, like they show up and do all this work. But the thing is, I mean, they also, you know, deserve to win, and just not the thing they're doing. They could give that to someone else. So it always creates 2 winners in a contest, which I think is fun too, you know. And if you won, I mean, anything, like if you did any of the marketing tips, you already also won, because that was information I gave away for free, right? But it wasn't really free. You did your job, and it was an energetic exchange. You brought me a potential new person in the group, and I give you something valuable that I know. So, all around. So like I said, DM me if you guys want the link for a beautiful PDF with 120 different offers. It's called Offers Extravaganza. I'm going to put up the whole thing on a beautiful PDF or something in making Canva. I got to go do that right now so that I can sell it. But I think it's a fun idea. And and here's the link one more time. I have to remember, I want you guys to come to activate your wealth code. I have put intentionally, it looks like an error, but intentionally there's a space between that period after the 2 and the word system, so that Facebook will not, you have to just make it into one thing. Take the space out. So it's, you know, Jenny Freeman 2 system with an e.io/activate-1017, because on the 17th is when this event is, and it's free, totally free. I would love to see you there, and have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
In an hour.
Congrats. Thanks so much. Very good.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.